Coming up on the show, Thursdays are for the big names, and somehow we managed to convince TJPERENARA to join us live. Plus, Richard Kahui beams in from inside the force camp. We put his windpipes to the test. And Brad Thorne's Reds are on a roll. Well, one game anyway. So can they make it two?
Talofa I le tatau, a whio I lene awhiawhi o le Baioso, o le nganga o Samoa.
Talofa, KT, what does that mean? Give it to us. It is Samoan Language Week, so what did that intro say?
Just welcomed everybody this evening and just introducing Samoan Language Week, and that's all for the Usos out there. Looking forward to it.
Well, welcome into Sky Rugby Club for another week. We're into the home stretch of Sky Super Rugby Tras-Tasman. 4 teams competing for 2 spots, but Joey Talofa, Chelsea Ali as well.
Talofa lava.
And it is amazing. I mean, we're celebrating something special this week, aren't we? Because there are so many Pacific Island players playing in Super Rugby, so many Samoan players that are very proud. No one more proud than the captain of the side, Michael Ala'alatoa, playing for the Crusaders.
Yes.
Yeah, I can imagine he'd be very rapt now that he is the captain of that side, and this week will be really special to him. And I understand he caught up with someone during the week, Kirstie?
Yeah, Robbie Fruin, a former Crusader himself. A very proud Samoan, isn't he?
Yes. That is a good name, Robbie Fruin.
Sa valley valley means go for a walk. Tala means too much talk. Alofayate boy means I love you. Take it easy, fight limu. Tene mana means pretty girl. Ta'amilo means around the world. Whisper it to me means mushu naya. Oyoe means my oh my.
I mean, it's catchy, isn't it? Why was Mike on the guitar and not with the vocals there?
Well, I'm not going to bag him because he's a good guitarist, but how good's Robbie Fruin's hips?
Very good dancer. It was known as Zumba when I was at the Crusaders with him. Very good on the dance floor.
Got the good
I wasn't up at the bar.
It
Still work to do. Still work to do. Robbie, if you're out there, I need some help, mate. I need some help. A little bit stiff.
Well, COVID-19 unfortunately strikes again. The Chiefs match up against the Rebels was supposed to be played in Hamilton, but it's been moved Sunday afternoon in Sydney, Charles. Again, another one.
My poor team. They haven't had the good rub of the green lately, but they aren't called Chiefs Mana for a reason. So although they're having to, not play at home in front of their crowd, and they've lost their star player in D-Mac.
I thought you were going to say Liam.
Oh, Liam D-Mac, same thing. They'll head up to Townsville, and they're obviously going to want to right their wrongs from last week.
Yeah, there's a lot of ramifications too financially for the franchise as well. It's 2 home games, and they've been packed in Super Rugby Aotearoa, and to miss those out, that's massive for the franchise. Yeah, it's real tough.
I mean, fans and supporters, sponsors, everyone wants to be there, don't they?
You've seen how loyal the Chiefs fans are.
Party.
We know. OK, well, another very loyal man, TJPERENARA. We are very lucky to have him joining us from Wellington. Thank you so much for joining us. Kia ora koutou, TJ. How was Japan, and how was it reuniting with your family after such a long time?
Yeah, kia ora te whānau. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, Japan was an awesome trip. I really enjoyed the team environment and stuff like that, and being around the boys. It was played over there, and that was really cool. It was tough being away from family. We weren't actually allowed to do heaps over there just because of COVID restrictions and stuff. So that was tough. But now being back with them, the time spent with them now, I really do cherish. So it's been a big learning curve in terms of having to spend time away from family, but the footy was awesome, and I'm really grateful for the experience.
Kia ora, TJ. Joey here, mate. The plan with you now, mate, I see on Instagram that you've graced Hurricanes training already and you're in the full kit, but when are we going to see you gracing the TV screens on the field, mate, either for the Hurricanes or Wellington?
So at this stage, I'm just training with the boys. The environment's a place that I want to be, a place that I'm grateful to be allowed to come into and train with the boys. It's been really cool from the leadership group and the management to allow me to do that. And if anything happens that I do get called upon, I'll be ready. But at this stage, like I said, I'm just training with the boys and hopefully play some club rugby next week, which will be cool, and then get ready for Bunnings, NPC.
Now, TJ, I'm super stoked you're back with the Hurricanes and back in Wellington in particular. But for you, Brian, a lot of players go overseas to Japan or the likes and they come back. For you, I mean, how's it been across the board? Do you think it's for you, your longevity's there, or how's it been for you in your career, you think?
Sorry, bro, I just cut out a little bit there. What was the back end of your question?
Just going to Japan. Just going to Japan and coming back. Do you think it's refreshed your career and maybe given you a bit more longevity?
Yeah, I think one thing that it's really done, well, two things it's really done. It's given me a really good perspective on why we started playing this game in the first place. 90% of our team were company workers who would train with us in the morning, work in the middle of the day, and then come back to training in the afternoon. And to see the application to their training, how committed they were to training, and they still had to go to work, it just really hit home for me that we're so lucky and fortunate to be in the position that we're in, to be able to play rugby for a living. That it sort of refreshed my mind in that sense on why we actually play this game, because a lot of those boys are genuinely playing just because they love the game of rugby. And secondly, like I sort of touched on earlier, it was really tough being away from family and my sort of comfort while I was over there. So to have, I guess, that new love for rugby, because it gave me so much through those hard times, that's probably what's more refreshed. Like body-wise and stuff, I was still playing big minutes, and we had, trainings are hard over there. Everyone says that you go, always go hard, man. But those two mental sort of switches have been really, really good.
Thanks.
Hey, Tej, we shouted out to the fans to get a fan's question for you, and I've got one here from Isaiah Smiler. He asks, without injury in the halfback stocks in New Zealand, where do you see yourself in the pecking order at the moment? Tough question. Good fans question.
Yeah, I'd say first. That's the mindset I go into. It's each and every week I go out and play. I believe that I'm the best player out there, and I back myself to do the preparation to be that player. So I'd be lying if I said anything else. And I think everyone should think that when you go into these sorts of arenas and these sorts of competitions, if you don't back yourself as being the best, you don't really give yourself too much of a shot. So yeah, I'd say first.
Awesome. That's exactly what we like to hear. Thank you so much, TJ. Can you just confirm for us, are you available for the All Blacks mid-year?
Not unless I get called into the Hurricanes for this season, this current season. Unless there's another couple of things that happen with injury and stuff like that, and you don't wish that upon anyone. So it'll be either I get called into the Hurricanes and I'm available, or I'll play club rugby and get ready for Bunnings.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy this time with your whānau, and hopefully we'll be seeing you very, very soon.
Shot Māori.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
Cheers, TJ.
I just like to say, but we're so lucky to have him on the show, aren't we?
I like that. I like that, open and honest.
Yeah,
and a lot of people are too scared to say that, but I love it.
Brilliant.
I love what he just said.
And him being in that environment with those young nines, they'll just be soaking up all that information. He's such a giver of information as well. So, yeah, brilliant. And I do hope we do see him, because...
We all do, don't we? We don't want an injury. No. We don't want anyone to get injured, but we all want to see him.
Bunnings NPC, bring it on.
Bring it on. OK, well, Sky Sport tipping is still going ahead. Don't listen to me, because I think I'm about 10th down the list at the moment.
With me?
Yeah, I'm down the bottom with you, Joey. So, but this time I'm actually going to pick the Hurricanes. What about you, Katie?
Yes, about time.
Yeah,
I've got you. No, the Hurricanes, yeah, the cap's back. They're playing in the Capitals. There's two Capitals, so I've got to tip my cap.
Adi Savia.
Yeah, hard out.
Yeah, I'm back in the cap too, Adi and the Canes.
Yeah.
Canes all the way.
There it is.
Canes all the way, is it?
I like this.
They'll get it done.
OK, well, what about tomorrow night, Suncorp? All eyes will be on the Blues taking on the Reds. For Blues, it's must-win territory if they want to stay in that finals hunt. They know they need to be unbeaten to make it to the final of this competition. But as for the Reds, they've got a victory against a New Zealand side, Joey, so maybe a little bit of confidence cropping.
I'd say so. I'd say they'll be peacocking around Brisbane, feathers out big time, KT, because because they were impressive against that Chiefs outfit, and them at home at Suncorp, we know they're a different kettle of fish.
Yeah, well,
it'll be tough.
The last time I picked them, we got smoked by 60 by the Crusaders. But like you say, on the back of a win, they're a confident outfit, and the run changed. So for me, having that continuity going to this game, I reckon it's massive for them.
And Akira Ioane's back in place of Hoskins at 8.
Yeah,
thoughts?
I think putting Akira there in a situation like this, it's a massive kind of task for him. Just the Blues have been winning games by a lot, so I think there's a risk of them being complacent. And with the Reds coming off the back of a win, they're going to be super, super confident. So Akira Ioane, you know, he's had a few years under his belt now, and I think this is going to be the type of game that's going to show where he's at right now.
I reckon that's why they have picked him, because he's got a little bit more experience at the top level in these games than Hoskins, and he's explosive and he can play the tight as well. So I think it's a banana skin game for the Blues. If they don't get this, then they know they're probably fighting uphill to get to the final.
You know what, before this game, we were looking up at the matchups and we thought, who would be the best matchups? And you'd never probably pick the props, but Joey, the props in this one, huge.
Well, yeah, speaking of huge, they are huge. Orfa Tongafasi and the Tongan Thor, these two guys are going to be going hammer and tongs. But, KT, you'd have to say these probably are the two guys that are going to be locking down the scrums for both their international sides. Both devastating, powerful scrummages, but can do that stuff around the field so well.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, Offa, he'll bring a defensive effort. You know, he'll starch up the middle of the field, and that's where Taniela likes to run. So that's where I'm really interested in. We've seen how many tries that Blimmin Tongan Thor's scored, Chels. It's more than you.
We've got some stats here. 5 tries, Chels. He's hanging out in that midfield a little bit too much for 5 tries.
But you see it off the back of those mauls and scrums, he doesn't just get to the outside of 7 and 8, he gets to the outside of the 10. So it just shows how much pace he has. At full pace as well. He's sidestepping fullback, so he's just an absolute wrecking ball.
Joey, you stayed in the ruck, when he ran, It was like, just have a look.
My theory with those guys is just throw your head on the spokes and hope for the best. Hopefully they trip up over you. Yeah, I'm not going near Taliana Tupa. I'm going under and trying to trip up over me. But,
Well, another good head-to-head will be the nifty number 9s. And I tell you what, Finlay Kirstie, he had a field day last week for the Blues, Joey.
Yeah, the angry redhead, he was on fire, that's for sure. He was everywhere. So the blondie versus the redhead, these two are going to go toe-to-toe, Chelsea. But what I like about Finlay Kirstie's sort of evolution, I suppose, is that there is that spot there for that third halfback, and he's sort of put his hand up in the last couple of weeks with a couple of really good performances.
Yeah, what I love about him is he's just so gutsy. He takes the line on. He's a real attacking 9. So this matchup on the weekend, it's going to be exciting because they're both actually quite similar players.
And that McDermott, same for the Reds, so important with that carry around the rucks and those sniping runs that we've seen him do for this side. He gets that front foot ball going when that big forward pack of the Reds get going. And
that's the thing. Like, he's very much a Will Guinea. When he does challenge the line, he goes front and can throw those face balls, which is going to be dangerous across the Blues backline. So yeah.
Well, on to tipping, and you were talking about the captain, the captain being back for the Hurricanes. Well, Patrick Tuipulotu, he's back starting for this Blues side. And so I think too easy, Blues.
Yeah, I'm going to go Reds.
No.
To get smashed! Up the Blues. The Blues get it.
We knew that.
I think it's going to be a close game, but yeah, I'm backing the Blues.
Oh, I'm the same as you. I think they'll be very confident, the Reds, after a win last week against the Chiefs. But yeah, I just can't go past the Blues. And I want them to win so bad because I just don't want the Crusaders to get in the final.
And that's
so
the real reason he's
that's the real reason we want the Canes and the Blues to win, so the Crusaders don't make the final. Come on, boys.
Well, there's other teams in this as well. The Chiefs are still playing. They may not be eligible to play in that final, we don't think, but they've been out and about in the community. And what's the best things about community rugby? Mullets, sausage sizzle, and a bit of height. The netball meeting the rugby. Let's take a look.
Kia ora, I'm Caitlin Bassett from the Magic.
I'm Kahui from the Chiefs.
And we're here today in the spirit of Trans-Tasman Rugby to teach some kids a little bit of netball.
Exactly, a little bit of footy.
And see if we've got some future superstar Chiefs and Magic players here. What do you reckon? Should we have a go?
100%.
Let's do it.
I'm here with Brio guys, Tom's mum. How did you guys come to get this training with the Chiefs?
We entered a Facebook competition on the Chiefs Facebook page. The kids are from Gret and Marist in Tauranga. They're the under 9s. I think it's such a great opportunity to actually be part of this and be part of the training with the Chiefs. So thank you very much.
Quinn, good to see you.
Nice to see you, brother.
Look, hey, you enjoying your time here with the kids?
Yes, taking them for some drills today and mates over there trying to tire them out, so no, it's going to be a good day.
We've got a netball game later. What am I expecting from you? Give me your skills.
You're a multi-sport athlete, injured at the moment, so I'll probably just park up under the net, have a few shots. Not the tallest, there's some tall girls over there, but you'll back my skills.
Can I see your shooting stroke here? Ooh. Oh, look, strong, mate. Last team, over top. Oh yeah, I'm here. Don't need ya!
I'm not even going to make a noise because I know you.
Oh.
Nervous,
No. Just trying to see if you're working, you know?
Fortunately, you've got testosterone on your side. You're a bit higher than
Well, okay, I don't want to say anything about that. I've got nothing to say on that.
I don't want to embarrass you here in front of the children.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, high five.
Reckon last goal wins, okay? Whoever gets this next goal is the winner. Hey, well done. Good game.
I can't believe this. She reckons 8-1 down, she goes last goal wins. Good game, guys, good game.
Good game. Great game. Great work, guys.
Just finishing up here with the kids. You're a proud Bay man. Talk me through it. How'd you enjoy your day?
Oh, it's pretty cool. Like when we got the briefing yesterday of that we're taking some kids that have won a prize and they're from my region, it's pretty awesome to, I guess, give back to community and not just for the Chiefs, but for the Magic girls as well. Like even it's pretty cool to rub shoulders with some of those girls, like they're, professional environment. So it's pretty cool for all the boys and girls that have been participating.
Good game.
Yeah,
Good game.
Appreciate a great game. I want to know from you, what's going on through your mind as you were down, I think, 8 points.
Look, we won. That's all that needs to be talked about. But you know what? I reckon the real winner today was all the kids that got to hang out with us. What do you think?
Yeah. Look, it was great to be with the kids. I think they enjoyed it, and it's good having you guys here as professional netballers. And for us rugby footy players, it was great to get amongst it.
I know. I feel like I should have come over to you guys and learnt a bit because we always play rugby in warm-up, and I am terrible.
True.
So we might have to have a chat after this, a few little tips and tricks to get me back on board.
Razzle.
Yeah. All right.
For sure.
Okay. Good luck with your next game, buddy.
Appreciate it, eh?
Good to see you.
Take care.
Well, I tell you what, if the Chiefs are struggling, or the Chiefs Wahine are struggling for injuries, Caitlin Bassett's your girl. She could be a lock, no worries. Taller than Notoa Akor. She'll be brilliant. But we're heading over to the Chiefs game versus the Rebels. Obviously been moved now to Sydney, which is unfortunate. But the battle that I'm looking forward to is to see who's going to be playing in the 10 jumper. You're going with Gatlin, you reckon?
I like Bryn Gatlin. Yeah, he's a good game manager, and I think for this game, that's perfect for them because it slides against what the Rebels try to do, and they want to open. So for me, he puts you in the right areas, and he's obviously very good at kicking off the tee. But what I've really liked about him this season is he's challenging the line. I think that's where the evolution, we talk about evolution of players, that's where he is. But you like Caleb Trask there, Charles?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed watching the evolution of Caleb Trask over the years. He's still really young, like I think he's only 22, but he's really grown over the years, and I love how he takes the line on. I love that he can play 10 and then slip into fullback as well. He's got a lot of diversity where he can go, so be interesting to see.
No Damien McKenzie to get them out of the hole this time around.
There's still a chance.
I know there's still a chance.
Don't ditch them too early. You're off the boat.
Oh, well, the coach conceded that this season is all but over. But moving on, we're going to Dunedin.
They're having a great time.
We're going to Dunedin, the Waratahs Highlanders, and they're without two big names as well, Joey. No Aaron Smith, no Shannon Frizzell.
Yeah, two guys that have been massive. Probably the form players for the Highlanders this season. Shannon Frizzell's just grown an arm in the league again, looking more and more like Jerome Connor every time he takes the field. And obviously Aaron Smith, he's just on his All Blacks rotational rest. So, yeah, it's a shame that they're not there because they add so much to that Highlander side. But I'm really excited about this game. Under the roof, the Waratahs, they love to throw the ball around. I think they're averaging 32 points a game. So it's going to be a razzle-dazzle affair under the roof. But they're obviously leaking plenty, KT.
I know,
they dropped 60, that's the problem.
Defence is obviously optional for them this season. But a young side that love to throw it around and got some gun players in Paris, Jake Maddox. They've got the whole package, Chelsea, when they get it going on attack. But yeah, need to work on their defence.
Yeah, obviously they're a threat on attack, and I'm sure the Highlanders are going to be aware of that. But I'm pretty sure part of their analysis this week is going to be on where their holes on defence are. And unfortunately for them, there's been plenty of them. So I'm hoping the staff are spending a lot of time at training.
Okay, well,
getting that covered.
Friday night we head down to Christchurch. The Crusaders taking on the Western Force. There is SAMOAN commentary available for that game as well. Press the yellow button on your Sky remote.
Chelsea stood up straight all of a sudden. Sorry.
That lighting's obviously very good.
That's why. Richard Kahui, thank you so much for joining us. Just want to know, what's life on tour like for you now that you're a little bit older? Is it still going out and catching up with your mates or cars? What do you do?
It's almost been a visitation tour for me. I've gone out, caught up with a lot of old friends, a lot of old teammates. I think you on the coverage last week, you might have seen Beaver and with the Malmonch, Brendan Leonard, those guys come down to Napier to pop in and see the old mate. So it's been great. It's been really great. Great to be back in New Zealand, and Christchurch has really turned it on for us today. We're out there in shorts and a singlet, so you don't usually get that down here this time of year.
Yeah, I hope that catch-up went pretty well. From all accounts, the reports I'm getting out of Napier were very good. Anyway, mate, I've got a question around memories versus the Crusaders. You've obviously had a couple of memorable wins against them in your time with the Chiefs, mate. Can you sort of rattle off anything that sort of springs to mind?
Yeah, I think there's a couple, obviously, like 2012 when we beat the Crusaders to go through to our first final. 2008, I think it was, back when the days when Hamilton had the V8. We beat them at home. It was a massive crowd and it ended up being a massive weekend. But probably the time that sticks out the most for me is a time we actually played down in Napier against the Crusaders, and we lost, but we stole the team mascot and brought it back on the bus, and he had a few beers with us on the way back to Hamilton.
Oh, they would have been dirty about that. Well, it's brilliant.
Yeah,
Took it on a wee tour of Hamilton, did you, bud?
Yeah, boys are pretty filthy. He had a good time in Hamilton. I don't even know this guy's name, the mascot, but he had a good time, but we got him back unharmed, but with some great memories.
Hey, Cucks, just looking towards tomorrow evening, Tavita Kurandrani's come back into the side and he's pushed you out to the wing. How much does he mean to your team tomorrow?
Yeah, I think, mate, he's a big body, you know, and he can carry hard and he's got a lot of international experience. But not just him, but we've got so many guys in this team that really need to play their best rugby tomorrow. And like we've got our captain, Ian Pryor, he's playing his 100th game of Super Rugby. Really well for him. So, yeah, we've got a lot of guys, and having Tevy back is a huge bit of impact for us. But we're going to need guys 1 to 23 to really put their hand up if we're going to push this Crusaders side.
Yeah, hey, Cucks, it was awesome to see you last week. I saw the Chiefs boys there in the stand, so I imagine there would have been quite a bit of banter and a lot of reminiscing with you and the boys there. Did you touch on your days playing for the Chiefs?
Yeah, we talked about it a fair bit. To be honest, all I walked away with was a headache. But yeah, it was a good catch up with everybody. But don't worry, Wheels. Obviously, I heard you talk before about trying to knock Crusaders out of the finals. We'll do our absolute best to make sure that happens.
I look forward to that, and I know that you guys have got a great team culture with the force, and obviously the sing along at the end of the game is a massive part of that. What have you got planned for this week? Because obviously, if you do tip up the Crusaders, it'll be one of your biggest victories. Have to be a big ballad.
That'd be a massive song. And see, the thing that with the song is we have a song, Marcel Branco, you see there in the sort of in the middle leading it. We don't know what it is until the final whistle goes and we actually know that we've won. I will keep a little bit colder. Sorry about the frontal there. It's probably not PG for TV, but it's a really great moment for our team when we get together and sing a song, and it's something really great that we brought in this year. We didn't get to sing much last year, although it was the plan, but we've had a few more opportunities this year, and this Crusaders game would be an absolute belter.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll be pretty happy to take my shirt off if I look like you too, Cucks. But I digress, bud. We've actually got a song we'd like to sing with you to sort of send you off with our best wishes. I'm sure you know it well because I've heard you sing it in the karaoke bars in Tokyo. So if the floor can sing it, yeah, sing along with us. I mean, mama like a wagon, any way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well done. Thank you so much. All the very best this weekend. Whāpetai Lava. Thank you for watching, and we will see you very, very soon.
Oh, there it is.
That's brilliant.
Webber can't believe it, neither can Damon McKenzie. With Collins, he's got it too! Oh, a try! Kicks out of the tackle and takes it in. And Aussie
side has finally rolled a Kiwi outfit in Super Rugby Tras-Tasman.